Guys, welcome back to the Watches and Giggles channel. I'm Chris from Chicago. First off, as always, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. Guys, yeah, I know. If you are subscribed to this channel and have been looking for videos lately, there have been none, nada, nothing. And I apologize for that. But what happened was I took a step back from YouTube. Most of you know that are subscribed to this channel. I recently had a baby boy. He actually just turned 4 months old just this past July 3rd, so a few days ago. So spending a lot of time with him. And also I've been working like crazy lately. So yeah, I'm sorry, but needed to take a step back, needed to spend time with family. And again, those of you that do watch this channel regularly know that this is not my day job. I do this for fun, but I love the watch community, love sharing my passion, love talking with you guys. You know, I comment mostly on whoever comments in this video. I will comment back to you because I love the interaction and I love talking watches. But in this video, guys, we're just going to catch up a little bit, talk about the watch market, what's been going on with the community, and just get into some stuff like that. But before we do, we'll see what I'm wearing. And today, guys, I have on my favorite watch in my collection, the Rolex Sea Dweller Red Line. Not the anniversary, because it does have the crown between the Swiss and the Maid. 2017 is the 50th anniversary of this watch. And this is just a Sea Dweller Red Line, but I love this watch. If you have over a 7-inch wrist, highly recommend picking it up. And God, dare I say it, this could almost be the dog of the steel range at the moment, as they are not going for much of a premium. You can probably find these for about $13,000, maybe $14,000 unworn, and this has an MSRP of $11,700 with tax. You are well over $12,000, so you're basically buying this aftermarket for MSRP with tax. So love this watch, guys, and if you have the wrist to support it, I say go for it, because it could be a slow burner, and it may be worth a few bit more 5 to 10 years down the road. But let's catch up, guys. Let's get into what's been going on in the watch market. Rolex prices, I mean, they still continue to rise to no end. Everything has been going up with the exception of this watch. Really, it's kind of stayed the same, but most watches have gone through the roof. A Rolex Submariner with the date has creeped up to almost $15,000 to $16,000. I saw the OP Tiffany, the 41. I don't know if they're selling for it, but some sites have it listed for $20,000. Another possible, dare I say, bargain is the Rolex Submariner, the Kermit 2.0, or God, please let's stop calling it the Starbucks. I know that name, unfortunately, has caught on, but you can get those for around $18,000 to $20,000, which, God, dare I say, that is kind of a bargain in this day and age. You know, the Rolex Pepsi is well over $20,000, and the new variant that came out on the Oyster bracelet is $23,000 to $24,000, and only going up. You know, the Daytonas, thankfully, they kind of, hit the top of the hill at 40, but have now come down. And the Panda's going for around 35, and the Black Dow's going for around 31 to 32. So they came down a little bit. They touched $40,000, but they didn't go really any higher than that. Now they're coming down a little bit. But Rolex watches are very hard to come by. I recently went into my Rolex authorized dealer, a new one, actually. For those of you that have been watching this channel for a while, you will know that James & Sons on Halstead, my Rolex dealer that I've used for years, no longer sells Rolex at that location. And Rolex's plan, from what I've heard in Chicago, only speaking for Chicago, is to cut down all authorized dealers to one, and that would be the boutique on Michigan Avenue. There is still only one more authorized dealer in Chicago. That's on Oak Street, Rancy Jewelers, but apparently, the word, little birdie floating around, is saying that one's going to be going too. It is not gone yet, but apparently it will be. I don't know. Not sure Rolex's game plan here, but it's kind of crazy. So watches are becoming really, really hard to come by. But with that said, I went into another authorized dealer and put a deposit down for 2 watches. One is the Black Bay 58 Blue Bay. There's a story behind that, and we'll get into it when I do get it. But I've had a chance to buy that watch multiple times. Easy to come by now. The hype has totally died down on that watch, so I'll probably get that within the next month. And for my wife, I want to get her the new Rolex Explorer, the new 36 millimeter. So put a deposit down for that one as well. So hopefully, I know the Tudor will come in soon, but hopefully you don't have to wait too long for the Rolex Explorer for my wife. Excited about that because we will be, drum roll please, matchy, as I do have the Rolex Explorer, the 39 mil, the newly discontinued. And I love this watch, guys. It is my new daily wearer, and the next vid will be a six-month review of that watch. But what else has been going on in the community, guys? Well, Tudor has come out with a bunch of new watches. Obviously, they came out with the new baby Daytonas, the Panda and the Reverse Panda. I think they're wonderful. I wish they had a totally in-house movement, as unfortunately, to me, they share the movement with Breitling, which is fine. To me, it takes away from the watch a little bit. I know the height, they kind of shrunk that a little bit. It's not 15, it's just a little over 14 millimeters high, so it's a little more wearable. But the shared movement kind of, just for me, guys, personally bothers me a little bit. I wish it was totally in-house, but beautiful watch. I actually had a chance to try, not the Panda, but the Reverse Panda on. Didn't pull the trigger. Didn't speak to me for whatever reason. But I think it's a beautiful watch. They just came out with the new bronze, the new 58 bronze, which can only be bought at boutiques. And I believe there are, 1 or 2 in the United States, if any. I don't think there is any. I think there's going to be one in New York, but there's not one in Chicago, I can tell you that. And I think they're all across the pond and overseas. I don't think any boutiques will be getting that new bronze. The whole bronze bracelet, I think, is fantastic. It will tarnish, but that new clasp with adjustability, I think, is something that is going to be added on future Tudor watches. So I think that clasp is the real secret, a real giveaway to Tudor's technology, and I think they're going to be putting that adjustable clasp, excuse me. I've had a little bit to drink today, guys. It's Sunday, excuse me. Cheers, little wine spritzer, nothing crazy. But yeah, that clasp is a dead giveaway for what I think Tudor is going to incorporate in their watches down the line. And honestly, last but not least, I will briefly touch on the timepiece gentleman, which I saved it for last because most people do not watch this far in my videos. Normally, they only watch halfway through. So most of you will not even be hearing this from me. But yes, I am well aware of the timepiece gentleman, and I have been getting back to the community. I've been on live streams here and there and commenting on other videos. But yes, the whole timepiece gentleman marketing ploy, I think, is poor taste. I don't know Anthony. I don't know Marco. I do know Mike that works for Anthony and Marco, and he's a great guy. Love him to death. Never met him personally, but we have had a bunch of chats. But from what I can tell, he's a great guy, and yeah, not much more to say about Mike. But as far as Anthony and Marco go, or specifically Anthony, the leader of the circus that it's now turned into, I don't understand. I don't understand what he was trying to accomplish. He was taking off drastically, monetarily, and YouTube fame. I mean, they have over 100,000 subscribers now. Congratulations. But yeah, I think, fame and fortune per se may have went to his head a little bit. But I have no idea what he was trying to accomplish with this whole marketing ploy and then the whole charity thing. And oh man, yeah, it's turned into a little bit of a nightmare for him. I wish him the best of luck. But for me personally, I will never buy a watch from him or Marco after this whole deal. And again, guys, that's just me. That's just how I feel. Is with this whole ploy or marketing scheme or whatever he was trying to accomplish with going dark and scratching, his name off his door and, all this stuff. I just think, get over yourself, man. I mean, seriously, what the hell? You live and you learn. I don't know exactly how old he is. Again, guys, I'm going to be 40 this August 18, so I'm a little older of a guy. I think he's probably in his early to mid 30s, but I don't know, man. It seems to me like I think it just went to his head, and he got a little too big, for his britches. But we'll see what transpires down the road. There's been a lot of talk about it, and I just said my piece. That's it. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Something to look out for. The next vid I'm going to do is going to be the 6-month, well, I've had it now for 7 or 8 months, but the review of the Rolex Explorer 214270. And there won't be too many negative things said about that watch. I do love it. But that's going to do it for today. Hope everyone's well. And I will talk to you guys relatively shortly here. Take care.